So hello and good evening and welcome to the latest Jimmifloyd stream. It is Newcastle Palace. Oh, there should have been sound. As if I did that. I made a little montage video. There's always going to be an error in a Jimmifloyd stream. I forgot to turn the sound on. Well, I hope you enjoyed the montage without sound anyway. You should be able to hear me. I've got dry cam on, so we should be all good. There should have been sound with that. There should have been sound for that, but I forgot to unmute it. I forgot to unmute the desktop sound, so there we go. My mic's obviously on, but yeah, there was sound for the little montage that I made. Just a Newcastle one. Part of it was taken from my Newcastle Pez dispenser series, so that's where most of the source originated from, but a load of Mike Ashley renting stuff. Hello Stephen, hello, thank you for joining a football stream. Thank you. Lovely for you to join again. So it is Crystal Palace versus Newcastle. Kickoff is about 10 minutes away. So the only change for Newcastle, no Jamal Lascelles, as he did get injured against Everton. So it is Kieran Clark who comes in for his place, who did come on for him during the game. But Stephen, it is lovely to have you joining here again. Thank you so much. It was great having your company the other evening, so thank you for that. So I just try and do one thing little here, some little fidgets and adjustments. One sec, why has that come undone? There we go. So I'm just trying to get a little thing going here, which will be 1 second. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Who have we got watching this evening? Hello Alison and hello Stephen. As I say, thank you for joining another Jimmifloyd stream. I will go through the lineups in just 1 second for you. Well, I'll do it now. So for Newcastle United, it's the usual Ken Darlow in goal, Javi Manquillo at right back, Kieran Clark, Fabian Schär at defence, with Jamal Lewis at left back, Hendrick, Hayden and Shelby in the middle, Almiron, Wilson and Fraser. So probably like a 4-3-3, 4-4-2 for Newcastle. On the bench for Newcastle this evening, they do have Dubravka, Dummett, not both the Longstaff, Matty Longstaff, Andy Carroll, Joelinton on the bench, St Maxim still on the bench, not quite ready to make a start, and Dwight Gale, Kraft and Anderson. So no place for Willock, the new signing, probably just not getting done in time. For Crystal Palace, we have Gaeta in goal, Nathaniel Klein at right back, Cahill and Dan, the experienced centre backs, Van Arnold at left back, Reid Weldon, Mihailovic in the centre, with Jordan Ayew, Eze and Zaha, Mitsu Batshuayi. Sorry, I'm just adjusting things as always. Batshuayi leads the line for Crystal Palace, and on the bench for them this evening they have Butland, Kouyaté, Townsend, former Newcastle player, Mateta, Benteke, Mitchell and Kelly. Predictions. So this is the thing with Newcastle, you can never get too confident and ahead of yourselves. Easy get carried away after a good victory over Everton. So you'd think after beating Everton they would get a victory. But whenever I think Newcastle will win, they lose. They also have a terrible record when I watch them play. So it was good that they got the surprise victory over Everton. That was a lovely surprise there. So prediction. Oh, I don't know. Because whenever I think Newcastle are going to win, they lose. So I'm going to say a 1-1 draw. A 1-1 draw. Do you have a prediction for yourself? And who do you support, Stephen? I can't remember. I can't remember if that was discussed. But yeah, 1-1 predictions for the goal scorers. Callum Wilson for Newcastle is the predictor ones. Zaha for Crystal Palace. Or maybe a Mihailovic penalty. Is he still their penalty taker? Either way, 1-1 at St James's. That's my prediction. Have we got anyone new to this stream? Is there anyone new joining us for the first time? Oh, so there is. They are playing. Who are they playing at the moment? Well, not at the moment. They kick off at 8:15 for Southampton. So yeah, I was torn between which one to go for. Obviously, Man United, Southampton, both doing much better in the league than Newcastle and Crystal Palace. But I do support Newcastle. So that is why I'm going with. Well, why I went with the Newcastle United stream over the Manchester United one. Maybe you'd think this Man United Southampton game would be a bit more exciting and entertaining, but yeah, I'm going with my team, Newcastle United. 2-0 Palace. Yeah, I mean, I do think Palace are going to win. I don't know. Prior to the Everton game, I would have definitely favoured Crystal Palace, definitely, but that little Everton shock surprise victory. Well, it was a nice little surprise. It was a nice surprise, a welcome surprise. But we do have the teams in 14th and 15th. Palace, who are 4 points ahead, 14th and 15th. Oh, so Wolves have moved up a place, actually. So, yeah, 14th and 15th, 4 points separating them. Newcastle really do need to get a victory if they want to overtake Palace. It was looking very scary for Newcastle prior to Everton game. I did say we're definitely going to be going down. But yeah, we shall see. We shall see. Hopefully not a 2-0 Palace. I'm not brimming with confidence, let's just say. Oh dear. Steve Bruce, Brucey Ball. Yeah, it's quite bad, Stephen. It's quite bad. Fantastic player. But yeah, I wasn't too happy when they appointed Steve Bruce, especially after going from Rafa Benitez to Steve Bruce. And yeah, quite a lot. He does come across a bit clueless and such. Yeah, I'm not too confident with Brucey at the helm. Again, I was saying before Everton that we're going down. We're definitely going down. You know how one team after January, no, Les, it's not for you. One team just loses form and completely plummets, and then one of the teams who were struggling prior to January goes on a decent run. I did kind of think that was going to happen, and it'd be Newcastle, who were the team we just plummeted all the way to the Championship for what would be the third time under Mike Ashley. But yeah, Steve Bruce, it's a lot of the time there doesn't really seem to be a plan or ideas. It's quite simple, straightforward. He's not one of these modern managers, is he? Who goes through all the different routines and all the players know all the moves, muscle memory, and so on and so forth. It very much seems, I'll give you a formation and hopefully you can go out and get a result for me, boys. What happened with that? Oh, well, we still don't really officially know. They were subject to a takeover. It was a bit of a controversial one. The Saudis, and basically it was. We don't know. We still do not know what happened. Premier League says they didn't get paperwork. Newcastle, including Mike Ashley, says they absolutely did. Last time Mike Ashley was going to be taking the Premier League to court over it. And yeah, there's been a lot of demands for the Premier League to come out and say exactly what happened. Why didn't the takeover go ahead? But it's like 4 months almost, where it was like the Premier League just needed to approve it, and it never happened. They got a lot of there was a lot of press coverage because of Saudis. I'm not going to talk about the political stuff, but their political stance and so forth. There's a lot saying it was because of Saudis. They like streaming stuff and streaming rights that they stream a lot, whereas obviously the Premier League want that money from TV rights. So it was a weird one, and we never really to date found out officially what happened. But yeah, the amount of times there's been talk of a takeover and Mike Ashley finally going. When I first heard it, I never get excited with the rumours of takeovers because I know I've been through it so many times now that it's more than likely not going to happen. So I didn't get my hopes up too much. Obviously, it was quite exciting. The money these people supposedly had. Let's out from there. I'm not sure if we would have been Man City levels of money, but we would have certainly been one of the richest clubs in the Premier League. But we're still with Mike Ashley, and I'm sorry, we're still with Mike Ashley and still with Steve Bruce. So thoughts of having, like, you know, Rafa Benitez backed by money was very exciting. But it did not happen. It did not happen. So all those hopes and optimism of pre-season very quickly went away. Because even as the season, I think, had the season started? I can't even remember the timescales of it all. Hopefully one day, someone will buy Newcastle United and relieve us of Mike Ashley's reign of terror. Hopefully, we'll see. Team's getting ready for kick-off. We should be about 1 minute away. So, just seeing Wilfred Zaha, Palace's top scorer, 9 goals this season. I think Callum Wilson is on 10 or 11. As I just see the two experienced managers, shall we say, Steve Bruce and Roy Hodgson, on the touchline. What are your predictions for Manchester United season, Stephen? I do feel that the Liverpool draw and the Arsenal draw, they should have won both. Is it a case of confidence? Maybe not believing themselves as they should that they can be title challengers? They won't have a better chance, so be interesting to see how they got on against Southampton. Southampton, who have dropped a bit down to 11th now, Man United 3rd. But yeah, the game kicks off here at St James's Park. What are you eating? Leave it, lads. So we shall see. Can we continue on from the Everton game, or is it going to be back down to reality? Shelby now just outside on the left, pings it over. I've said in the last Newcastle stream, I'm not the biggest John Joe Shelby fan. I just think he's quite lazy. He doesn't offer much. Like, modern footballers have to do it all. They have to be able to do it all. Put the feet in, get moves going, etc, etc. John Joe Shelby can't press. Doesn't track back with too much effort. Occasionally has a nice pass on him, but yeah, he kind of just walks around the pitch and occasionally puts a good pass in. Oh, Almiron up to Wilson. Wilson with a header down to the man, John Joe Shelby. Shelby hits it! John Joe Shelby has put Newcastle United 1-0 up, just as I'm saying I'm not the biggest fan of him, but there we go. It's a good goal. It was a good hit, so maybe I just need to slate the rest of the team and they can put in some nice scores. But John Joe Shelby has put us in. His pace is very slow for the Premier League, but that's what I'm saying. Occasionally, he does something. He just pops up. But great from Callum Wilson, the little header down. Shelby on the volley. No chance there. So that is 1-0 to Newcastle United. Early days. It's early days, so we won't get too excited there. But that is a very, very nice start. John Joe Shelby. Well, there we go. I'm not going to change my mind. I'm still not the biggest John Joe Shelby fan. But apologies to anyone who did watch at the start. And, yeah, that's a bit annoying. Making a little montage thing. And forgetting to put the sound on. I'll maybe play it again at half-time, because I will need to feed my animals at half-time. But anyway, Newcastle United 1-0 up. But yeah, Stephen, I completely agree. He's not got the pace for it. He heard me. I think he did hear me. So maybe now, yeah, I mean, the amount of Newcastle players I could go on about who I'm not the biggest fan of or don't really rate, it is, like, on paper, kind of a strong... A winning championship team, but Premier League, there's a lot who would not get into other Premier League teams, and we would take a lot of Premier League teams players to fill a lot of our positions, in my opinion, anyway. Especially a midfield of Jeff Hendrick, John Joe Shelby, But one of them has scored. I mean, Hendrick I rate even less than Shelby. At least Shelby's got the passing and can occasionally do something good. Hendrick so far, no. But here come Palace now, looking to get back into it. But Newcastle do just see that one out. So Newcastle getting Willock on loan from Arsenal. So yeah, I'm not really seen enough of him, to be honest with you, to say what my thoughts are, if I'm excited by it or I just think meh. But it is a loan signing, and we do need better squad, better players. So it's a loan. What's the worst thing? I mean, he can't really be any worse than our current crop. So give him a crack, see how he does. It'll be good for him, because Arsenal, even though they do play the young players, I think they've got quite a few in that position ahead of him. So it makes sense to go out and get experience. Newcastle is a good place to get experience. Normally you'd say a stadium packed with 50-odd thousand, but not this season. Not this season. Hey, a good start for Newcastle there. A very good start. That says, is anyone new? And if so, do let yourself be known. And do you support Newcastle, Palace, neutral? 1 second. What is that, Les? That's not for you, whatever that is. Half time, buddy. Half time, you get your food. But yeah, as I say, if anyone is new, do feel free to say hello. But thank you very much for coming and check out the channel if you are new. Shelby to Hendrick, just very close to each other. But yeah, cannot complain. It cannot complain at all with the start from Newcastle. I mean, they're not the most adventurous attacking team, so I can't see them pressing too much for a second. They'll just try to play nice and easy, but we do not want them sitting back and inviting Crystal Palace on, like they did to Sheffield United. Hello, Mrs. Perkins. Hello, Mrs. M. Perkins. Thank you very much for checking out the stream and the channel. Are you here for either Newcastle, Crystal Palace, or neither of the teams really for you? But if you do support either, well, either way, thank you very much for joining. Throw into Newcastle in what looks a very wet evening in Newcastle. You can see the rain pouring down. Actually, is it raining here? It's certainly been raining. It's certainly been raining here in Edinburgh. Darry10, hello. Your new name. Thank you for joining and check out the stream. And do please let me know if you support either of the teams involved in this one, being Newcastle or Crystal Palace. But lovely to see the new games. The new names here this evening. I mean, so feel free to give the video a like if you enjoy it. Obviously, it's a bit early for you to decide that. And we are 99 subscribers, so hopefully, can we get to 100 by half-time? Or certainly full-time would be nice. But lovely for some new people to join. No, I've not done a fantasy league in a long time, Stephen. A very long time. Every season I kind of think, will I do one? Should I do one? But to be honest, even when I did, first couple of weeks of the season I was really into it, and then I was like, I'm just going to leave the team as it is, and then they would drop down the table. Oh, it was almost nice link up there between Almar and Wilson, but we do keep the ball. Ryan Fraser now. I don't think we got it just yet, Stephen. I don't think so. We're still on 99, so one sub shy on making our first benchmark. Is that what it's called? Benchmark of the channel? So not quite yet. Hopefully, at some point during the stream, we will reach the 100. Tyler, hello. So it's lovely having you both here from the WrestleMania stream. Well, so far, 7 minutes gone. Newcastle leading, and I, being a Newcastle fan, will say it's a good game. Hopefully, it remains this way. Oh, does it really, Shane? Shane, I'm going to guess you are Chelsea. So, it's not quite updated for me. So thank you to whoever did make it 100. Okay, so all of you are seeing more than me. For mine, it's still saying the 99, but okay. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Newcastle winning 1-0, and I've apparently reached 100 subs and wasn't even aware. So thank you, whoever clicked that subscribe button for the 100th time. Oh, and we almost went 2-0 up. It was Jeff Henrik, the other one who was saying our midfield, I don't rate it at all. Our second midfielder almost getting the second goal for us here. The corner came in, comes back out to Ryan Fraser. Not the best touch from, I'm not sure who it was. Jeff Henrik with a good chance. Maybe should have put that one away. But as I say, thank you to whoever has made it 100. Thank you. Hope that my point will update. I do see it. 100. Thank you. Thank you to whoever made it 100. Well, there we go. The first little landmark of the channel. So thank you so much. Thank you. And the channel did just start as a PES Master League channel. But I kind of wanted to venture out and do more than just playing PES. Like, because you'd have to do it kind of everyday type of thing. Record, edit, blah, blah, get your videos out. So, yeah, I did more general gaming. Then, I'd say more, kind of out of boredom, of lockdown boredom. Because I watched football, I was just like, you know what, I got gifted a phone which has a decent camera. I was like, I could use that as a camera and just waffle my way through football matches. So I think we've been doing that almost a week now. I think Wednesday of last week was our first football stream. And it's been going very, very well. Football and wrestling, a brilliant taste, and I say Newcastle winners. Thank you, Stephen. Yes, did you stop by for the Royal Rumble stream by any chance? Or are you just seeing that from our videos? But yeah, football, wrestling, they've always been the constant interest in my life. Wrestling's kind of waned at times when it's gone very poor. But I've always kept up with it. Even when WWE wasn't so great, I would go to like the wrestling here in Scotland, as they had a very good scene before WWE kind of stole it all. But anyway, thank you, Shane. Thank you, Shane. What are your thoughts? I'm guessing you are a Chelsea fan. So what are your thoughts about Thomas Tuchel? And also, I guess, with that, Frank Lampard. I am indeed a Newcastle fan. See, the old kit behind me, the 95 kit, and another kit. We got Sir Les Ferdinand. But sorry, I got my dog excited because he is named after Sir Les. Aren't you, buddy? You are my little Sir Leslie. Sir Leslie of Ferdinand. You might be able to see him. Oh, he's getting excited. I can't really move the camera to show you him, but my dog is named after that man right there, Sir Les Ferdinand. So, yeah. But, yeah, good question, Tyler. It would be lovely. I'm guessing Shane Chelsea is Chelsea. Stephen is Manchester United. Did I miss who you said you support, Tyler? You're alright, bud. Sorry I got excited. But yeah, below, you might not know. Oh, you can kind of see there. So below Mr. Fernand, as I was saying, Stephen and Ty on the wrestling one, Macho Man, one of my favourite wrestlers. So, favourite footballer, favourite wrestlers. They're on the wall there. Both played a very big part in my childhood to then teenage years. Barnsley fan. Amazing. Wait, okay, when I last saw the Arsenal game, it was approaching half time. They had a red card and a penalty. So they're now losing. 2 red cards. Oh dear. Roman Reigns for me. I used to watch it in the late 90s with the Ministry Undertaker, ain't the same anymore. Bit said about Lampard, but didn't know experience with it. Everything you've said there is 100% correct. Palace do have a corner here, so I'm just going to watch this. We managed to get away. Bit of a wild effort. Roman Reigns for you. So from the current wrestlers. Oh, come on, Les. From current wrestlers, I'm a bit biased because I don't sound it, but I'm Scottish. and I used to go to ICW, where there's a lot of, including Drew Galloway, who is now Drew McIntyre. So from the current crop, it's difficult because a lot of it is personal bias from going to watch them in ICW and other Scottish promotions, and from then just see them out about, etc., after shows and so forth. So that is it. They've lost. The game is over. Arsenal lost. Oh, wow. They won a little bit of revival, weren't they? Yeah, late 90s wrestling. That was when it was great. It was fantastic. It'll never return to that, will it? We were actually saying the other night in the Rumble stream, well, I'd forgot, and it was Mr. Douglas who correctly reminded me, Ministry of Darkness, Undertaker's theme, my favourite wrestling theme song. I loved Ministry Undertaker. Corporate Ministry was a bit, and the whole, it was me all along, Austin, it was me. Payoff wasn't the best. Current wrestlers either Drew or Finn, female Asuka. I agree with Asuka completely with the female. And I, again, very much like Finn, as he was Fergal Devitt when he used to wrestle in Scotland. What else did I say? Bit upset about Lampard, he didn't have the experience. That was it, Frank Lampard to be given the Chelsea job in what, his second season as a manager? Hang on, Callum Wilson, we'll get a corner. It was just too early for Frank Lampard to be given the Chelsea job. Derby was the correct level for him. And then either stay at Derby or you go to a team maybe like Newcastle. Do you know what would be exciting to see? Lampard going to Celtic, and then you've got Lampard and Gerrard battling for the Scottish title. I kind of feel those two are always going to be battling each other. They've gone from as players. At some point, they will be battling it out as managers. But yeah, he just didn't have enough experience for it, did he? So I don't know if it was a harsh decision. I get for Roman Abramovich and his policy and way, it was the right decision. But I kind of thought maybe they were going to give Lampard time and let him build something. Obviously not. But I do think with Thomas Tuchel, they will improve and get into a better place now. Leno, who's sent off. Southampton red card as well. Is that still goalless at the moment, Man United, Southampton? It is. And Sheffield United got a victory over West Brom. Kind of helps Newcastle. Sheffield United have turned their form around since beating Newcastle. Is that 3 wins on a bounce for Sheffield United now? Possibly. That actually helps Newcastle. West Brom losing. We're getting a bit of space. We are getting a bit of space now between ourselves and the relegation zone. And I think I'm going to sneeze in a second. 1 sec, guys. Am I going to sneeze? Anyone else get that? False sneezes. Where do I think Newcastle finish? If you'd asked me this a week ago, I would have said 17th or 18th. But now, with what could possibly 2 wins on the bounce, we may well finish 15th or 16th. I know that doesn't sound very optimistic or so, but yeah, I can't really see us climbing up the table too much. Yeah, I certainly don't see us breaking top 10, not at all. I think, yeah, right, anywhere like 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th is, it'll do. I mean, 11th would be great, but if this question was posed to me a week ago, I would have said 17th or 18th. But it's still very early in this game. It's only 17 minutes gone. So plenty of time for Palace to get back into it. Fraser tries the cross. Almost. Callum Wilson with, I don't know what you call it. Not quite a spinner-rooney, because he didn't go on he was still on his feet. Oh yes, they did lose to City. Only 1-0 though. Bobby Lashley is good, just hasn't been given the push. MF5 and true Lampard getting experience to him like Celtic. Then let go Chelsea but they off-ended him and he wouldn't say no. They offered him and he wouldn't say no. That's it. I think if Lampard did get experience, and they offered him a job, he would take it back. The club is in his heart. And I say, so it would be something like if you went Derby, Celtic, then a team like Newcastle, that's kind of the route you want to go. You don't go Derby, then Chelsea. Saying that, Arteta, straight in at the Arsenal job, but a bit different, isn't it? He had quite a few years working under Pep. I know that's very different to being the manager from assistant. I believe Chelsea got Lampard considered. Transfer ban. Yeah, that's it. I think if there was no transfer ban, they would have got someone else, wouldn't they? Yeah, they don't. You think he was just used from the get-go, Shane? Possibly so. Possibly so. Wouldn't surprise me with Roman Abramovich. It makes sense, doesn't it? Transfer ban. You can't re-bring in one of the top-class managers. Not many are going to go to a club when there's a transfer embargo in their first season. So yeah, it could have been, was Frank Lampard just like a stopgap for it then? Yeah, probably right. Ryan Wolf, you are new to the channel. Away the tune indeed. So I'm guessing from that you are a Newcastle supporter. What are your thoughts for this game? What are your thoughts this season? But thank you for joining. It is lovely. I'm guessing you're a Newcastle fan to have another Newcastle fan in the stream. I know false sneezes are like me believing. Wilson will score next and Newcastle win. Shane, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Man United winning, are they? So they are. So Man United going ahead with Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka getting the goal for Man United. Is that his first goal for the club? I think he's got one. No, he scored against Newcastle, didn't he? Did Wan-Bissaka... I'm sure Wan-Bissaka scored against us. Sorry, Newcastle. Oh. Has the stream just gone a bit thingy? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Oh, I missed it and Palace have equalised. I missed the goal. Is the stream work okay? On my side it's saying, I think it is. But either way, took my eye off the ball, and Palace equalise. Oh, that's a nice move. Van Arnold. And it comes back. And who... Was it Shaw? Kieran Clark. Little touch and deflection of Kieran Clark. Unlucky. It was a good hit, but then the deflection just gave Darlow no chance. Well, there we go. It's 1-1. Palace back in it. I think it's okay. I think the stream's okay. 3-1 to Newcastle. Wilson will score 2 and they will get a fluke goal. Well, is that their fluke goal? I did say it was going to be 1-1. Hopefully I am wrong, because that now means 70 minutes with no goals. But Ryan, it is lovely for you to join the stream and check out the channel. A fair Newcastle fan. What you reckon? Do I remember that one? Barnsley beating Chelsea in the FA Cup. Ooh. Cup upsets are great, aren't they? The FA Cup maybe lost a bit of its magic and such over the years. But still, that's the things, though, isn't it? Like cup upsets. Newcastle certainly have had a few of those. Fernandes is quite crucial for us. That's it. We've got quite a few pretty decent to good centre-backs. Was it 2008? Yeah, Midward Wood did get the pass goal. Took a big, well, quite a big little touch deflection off Kieran Clark. Hayden put in a nice challenge, but just prevented the Palace move. So I really hope we don't just sit back and cower now after Palace getting the goal. 20 minutes, guys. 20 minutes, guys, and you can eat. It is that time as those of you been here with a football stream in the evening You will get used to it. It's the animals, they start getting a bit hungry around 8:30. So they just sat here looking at me, asking for their food, but I'll try and hold off until half time to do that. I hope either you, Shane, or Ryan are correct with either 2 or 3-1 to Newcastle. I hope so. Since goal is looking like Palace are pressing a bit more. Obviously, we've got quite a bit of confidence from that goal. But free kick to Palace, just outside on the left. It's a nasty position. I'm just trying to fit. Not yet, buddy. Not yet. Not yet. So you can probably hear him. His grunts do get quite loud at times. A thank you for everyone who is in the stream. And we do have some new names this evening, which is always nice to see. And we did reach our first milestone. I need to change that actually. I'll do it at half time. We did reach 100 subscribers on this stream, so thank you. Thank you to all the new subscribers. And don't be shy to press that subscribe button if you are new and this is your first time checking. Oh, and it's 2-1 Palace. It's Gary Cahill. It is dinner time, Shane. Yeah. That's the only thing with these like 8 o'clock, 8:15 kickoffs. It's like the halfway point of the first half is when these guys get hungry. But oh no, Gary Cahill has put Palace 2-1 up. It was all starting off so well. It was starting so well. It's a corner. It's a good corner. Who has got Gary Cahill? No one is picking up Gary Cahill. That's who's got Gary Cahill. Who was marking him originally? I think, was it Callum Wilson who was marking him originally? No, Jeff Hendrick. No, I'm not sure who that is. Les, man. Either way, 2-1 Palace. Well, it could be an entertaining game. It could be. Hopefully, this is not Palace going to start running riot. Come on, just have patience, bud. Oh well, it was quite short-lived. 2 goals in quick succession from Palace. Hopefully, Newcastle don't capitulate now. So he's a staffy. He is a staffy. So I've got the one staffy and then the cat who is just up there, kind of a bit in and out of shot. But yeah, staffy who did turn 7 last month. I would like to show you, but I'm kind of scared whenever I touch the camera that I might turn it off the stream because it's just like a phone that I'm having to use an app to make my PC think it's a webcam type thing rather than an actual camera. So that's what we're working with at the moment. And last time I showed him, it kind of messed the stream up a little bit. Maybe at some point I'll figure it out. But yeah, 1 dog, 1 cat. What pets does everyone else have? Les. Here. Have this. Have this. There you go, buddy. There you go, bud. Come on, Newcastle. Oh, dear. Sorry about that. The phone, as you can probably tell, just fell. Sorry guys. Sit. Not you, my phone. Oh well. So minor little mishaps, as always happens here. It's a very basic setup I'm going, just putting things together bit by bit. And yeah, I've got the phone kind of balanced on top of the monitor. Gary Cahill, as I say, 25 minutes gone. Gary Cahill has put Palace ahead at St James's Park. But has anyone else got any, well, not necessarily exciting pets? How many dog owners have we got? And what sort of dogs? Lewis has just gone through Jordan Ayew. I don't watch Impact, Shane. Um, New Japan. I certainly like New Japan. AEW, I have watched bits and pieces of. Oh no, it's going to be 3-1 Palace. It's 3-1 Palace. Oh no, thank goodness, the half side. Oh no, oh no. AEW. So I'm sorry. I'm kind of mixed about AEW. I feel it's because, you know what it is? It's because I made myself some food before the match. Because I was like, yeah, I thought I had more time before the match to eat. And then I fastly ran out of time as it approached 8 o'clock. So I've got like my food here on the table. And he's just eyeing it up. So AEW, sorry. Basically with that, I think a lot of the matches on the weekly show go too long. And I know they like to give everyone their shine on time on the camera. But I think too often, like, the lower guys go too long with the upper card guys. Like, they'll have a 10-15 minute match on the weekly, whereas just squash him. I will be, Shane. So I did the Royal Rumble at the weekend. Had a great time with Stephen and Tyler. And it was joined by Mr. Douglas. So certainly, yeah, I will be doing future pay-per-views. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed doing it. So I hadn't really been keeping too much up to date on WWE, as in watching it, but I always kind of knew what was going on, whether it be from like the websites through friends or watching little highlight things on YouTube. So I always kind of knew what was going on, but not fully. I didn't know all the stories, etc. But yeah, I'll certainly be doing future WWE pay-per-views because I had a lot of fun doing it. And with that, I might do some NXT, because I used to always watch the NXT pay-per-views, the takeovers. They were fantastic for a while. They had a little run, a couple of years, where every takeover was really, really good. I think Shelby's going into the book here for Fowl and Jordan Ayew. It'd be a bit more difficult to do like AEW streams, because obviously with WWE you've got the network, so you can just watch the network, whereas for AEW... Is AEW on, like, I don't have TV of any sorts. Everything I watch is like online, mainly like YouTube, Netflix sort of thing. So I don't actually have an actual TV, if that makes sense. Oh, thank you so much, Shane. We have made it 101. Thank you, Shane. Thank you so much. Thank you. So mine's quite behind because I'm not getting notifications of this. But thank you, Shane. Yeah, so football, it's like, with this lockdown season, it's quite good because there's like a game every day and they're all on TV. So, come on, Chance, Shelby. Shelby lost his booting. He almost like fell flat on his face first into the ball. But thank you, Shane, and thank you everyone who has subscribed and liked the video so far this evening. Les, man, I might have to feed him early, you know. I might have to feed him before the half. Is he like really loud for you guys? But yeah, so what was I saying? AEW will be a bit more difficult because I don't think they're on any TV channel in the UK, let alone like having their own network thing for a good, reliable stream. Obviously, there is that streaming, yeah, of sorts, but I don't really know. I've never actually tried staying up and streaming in such an AEW stream to know if they're reliable, if they crash, etc, etc. But yeah, certainly with WWE being on the network and how much fun I had doing it, I will be doing future WWE pay-per-views. Likewise, I've quite a bit of interest in MMA. Not as much as I used to. Like I'd say my interest in MMA peaked around 2008, 2009. Then they kind of, maybe in some ways a bit like WWE, got too many. They like, used to, every card for the UFC, you know every single fighter from the prelims to the main event. You knew every fighter and their records, exactly who they were, etc. No, because they have an event like almost weekly. Come on, buddy. Not long. There's too many to keep up with, and you don't know who the fighters are half the time. Again, I used to have the... I'm going to have to feed him here, guys. I used to have the... What was it called? The Fight Pass for UFC, but not anymore. But yeah, I guess some events maybe I might do for UFC. But most of them are so watered down and just... Nonsense. And they may have one or two decent fights on the card. Compared to in the past, every single fight on the card used to be good. But yeah, certainly I will be doing more wrestling pay-per-views. Most likely it will just be WWE, but if I can figure out other ones, I will look to do that. So yeah, football, WWE streams, and then also make my occasional gaming content, gaming videos. I'm from London, used to go to Camden, and Jimmy Havoc and Tony Storm. So yes, both of them would come. One sec, Palace about to get third. That's a horrible cross, but might still fault him here. Cross comes back in. Get it clear, boys. Get it clear. Yeah, so Jimmy Havoc, more so Jimmy Havoc. Occasionally Tony Storm would come to ICW. Jimmy Havoc at times was a very big part of the ICW storylines. I'm trying to think. Camden? I mean, that's not Progress, is it? Which shows that you used to go to? But yeah, Jimmy Havoc had a big part in ICW over the years. And Tony Storm, she had a couple of appearances here and there at ICW. But yeah, the UK independent wrestling scene, it was really going places. And then WWE came and signed them as such, and it's kind of stagnated or regressed even in some ways, which is a shame because it was really exciting and really going places. Oh, that's nice from Cam Wilson. On the right, comes inside, tries to play the ball through. He's found Miggy Almiron. Doesn't finish. Oh no, it was Ryan Fraser. Yeah, I was thinking that must be Progress, but I was like, wait, is Progress in Camden? I lived in London for a bit, for 5 years, but I don't even think Progress was around then. That was from like 98 to 2002, 2003. Wilson, he played Ryan Fraser through. I think he was called offside though. I think Fraser was called offside. It was good play from Callum Wilson. And it's a beautiful pass through. Beautiful pass from Callum Wilson. Should have scored. He wasn't offside, I don't think. Ryan Fraser should have put the equaliser. It should have been 2-2 here at St James's Park. Yeah, I always wanted to go to a Progress show. Liz, come on. What are your thoughts on, like, how do you think the WWE signing all the UK ones, how's that impacted Progress? Of course, goal. I was actually not at the not the filming of it, but basically they would film the crowd at St James's to make goal. So a couple of games, yeah. I think one actually was it Jose Mourinho's first loss in English football? It was in the FA Cup, and Patrick Kluivert scored a header, 1-0. Very, very cold, snowy day in like January or February. Might well have been Mourinho's first loss. It wasn't league, obviously, but the cup. No free kick there. No, it is a free kick. But yeah, sorry. So they were filming the crowd for goal. So yes, I have seen goal. Santiago Nunes? Was that his name? Santiago? Yeah, I enjoyed the goal films. How many has there been now? 3 in total? I certainly watched 1 and 2. If there's been 3, 4, 5, I've not seen them, I don't think. Well, certainly not beyond anything beyond 2. Les, come on, not long. Your worst sign is Joelinton. It is Stephen. Right, guys, I'm gonna give him some food here. I'll be back in 1 sec. I'm gonna give him a little something now, but then the rest half time. One moment. As we have 9 people here. Thank you. I will be 1 second. I've just got no. There's a free kick here. There's a free kick in a great position. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Let me watch Newcastle miss this free kick, and then I'll get you some food. Yeah, Joelinton, I mean, Newcastle, dear me, if you had... Jericho could make a list on their worst signings, couldn't he? Just an abundance of terrible subs. And it's not a goal, it's not a goal. Almiron, unlucky. Right, 1 sec, guys. I'm just going to get him one bit of chicken, and then he can get the rest at half-time. Right, buddy. Puss, puss. Puss, puss. Come here, come here, come here, come here. There you go, there you go. There's your food. There. You can eat this. You were crying at that time. You can eat, buddy. Oh, mind up, puss. Right, sorry about that. Sorry. But, yeah, I just... had to get him some food. Oh, I'm just seeing there, it's 3-0 Man United. Dear me. Southampton did have the man sent off, but... wow. Man United definitely looking like getting the 3 points there. Wan-Bissaka, Rashford, and Bednarik with their own goals. Yeah, that's a. See, that's it. ICW were an over 18 show. You had to be 18 to go to the show, and their product very much was over 18. Some of the material and content and storylines, etc. did, and yeah, just very watered down. I was happy for the wrestlers, obviously. As wrestling fans, everyone dreams of going to WWE one day and getting to WrestleMania, Royal Rumbles, etc. So in that regard, I was happy for the wrestlers for that. But I did worry when it was all announced that, well, this, especially when, like years ago, they were talking all the content going to the network. I was like, well, they're going to have to drastically change and go PG. And unfortunately, that has proved to be the case. And with most players like ICW Progress, lost the main stars. So it's a shame. Insane Championship Wrestling, ICW, Insane Championship Wrestling. But yeah, they just got, all the top ones got picked away. Is it now 4 to Man United? Or are you saying that you're just thinking they'll get 4? It is 4-0, it is 4-0. Cavani getting one. Oh dear. So Southampton again. Slipping. And 4-0. But yeah, going back to your comment about Joelinton, Stephen. It's 40 million to spend 40 million on that man. Wilson, nice link up to Almiron. Can he pop it back? The move gonna break down. Jeff Henrik. I don't know what that was from him. It was a cross of sorts, but it was a terrible one. Terrible one. Yeah, I say in the previous Newcastle stream, like Rafa Benitez wanted us to sign Rondon for 15 million. Didn't happen. Rafa and what's his face, Ashley, whatever. Their thing happens. Rafa leaves. We don't get Rondon for 15 million, but we sign Joelinton for 40. Madness. Absolute madness. Ooh, I think that was, Fabian Schär, with an effort, quite a way out. 5 minutes remaining of this first half at St James's Park. It's looking so good after the first 5 minutes. But then it's just gone more Newcastle United. Nah. Poor. Yeah, that was it. Jimmy Havoc. I did not understand. I didn't understand him going to AEW. Did not understand that one at all. Exactly as you say, too violent. I mean, he had like the extreme death matches. I really didn't understand what AEW were, where they were going to find a place for him. And then, yeah, as you say, sacked for other reasons. That was a bad little time, wasn't it? That yeah, Jimmy Havoc. He wasn't the only one. Come on, get back into this before the break. Let's say, as we approach half-time, thank you everyone who has joined so far for this first half. Mike Ashley has destroyed Newcastle. I know. That's the annoying thing. It's like, we should have really been a team who were competing for the Champions League places, etc. But now, well, it's a good season for us to avoid relegation. It's been bad. Like I say, he's all 2 relegations, Mike Ashley. What is that buzzing sound? Can anyone hear that? Nah, I don't know what it was. Yeah, Mike Ashley's ruined us. Completely ruined us. Any optimism, confidence the fans did have, even the team's players, it's a completely different club now. I think we've qualified for Europe once under him? Maybe. Have Man United got a penalty, Tyler? 5 before the half. That's a very good result for Man United. That will do their confidence good. Not good for Southampton, though. Not good at all for Southampton. Ah, free kick, okay. Not quite 5 yet. I'm sure they're going to make it 5 before 90 minutes, though. Have they got... I'm just going to have a look. Still... Van der Beek on the bench. That young Diallo's not there. Yeah, okay. Has the 101 subscribers updated yet? Let me take a look, Shane. It has, so thank you, Shane. Thank you. Thank you so much. So yeah, I don't know why I'm not getting the actual notifications on it, but yeah, I just had to go to the actual website to have a look, and it is now showing 101. So yeah, thank you. Thank you again for everyone who has subscribed. Doesn't look. It looks like it's going to be 2-1. Well, there's still a bit to go here. Well, I should update that then, because I had my target. I wanted to reach 100 at some point during this game. I don't know what my next target is, because I don't want to go too big. We'll try and get 115. 115. We'll go 115. 115 for next one. Small steps, small steps. Walk before you run and all that. But as I say, to any of the 101 subscribers who are in watching this stream, cannot thank you enough. So, I used to be the person who would watch any football match, absolutely any. But that was kind of when I was living at home as such, and had all the channels basically, so I would watch any football match, no matter the division, no matter the league. But yeah, as I say, that was when I was living at home, and there's a subscription for multiple channels. So I do keep up with the Championship here and there. Yeah, Dwight Gale probably would. If Dwight Gale played the same amount of games as Joelinton in the season, Dwight Gale would score more. He would score more. Come on. It was looking so good. But now this is the type of thing Palace... I'm not going to say they can just sit back and take it easy. But they're not really being threatened too much by Newcastle. Two minutes remaining here in the first half. Can Newcastle get back in? I don't think they will. I don't think they will. I've not seen who's had more possession, shots, etc. But yeah, do you think, Tyler, has Barnsley got any hope of getting a late promotion place? Or not likely? I'm not too sure the points gap, to be completely honest with you. I know it's somewhat like there's a lot like the Championship always. It's like there can be dramatic changes in the league table week in, week out. Is it going to be an immediate return for Norwich? How many minutes have we got here at the end of the first half? Did someone... Oh no, I think someone predicted a 3-0 Palace. I think. 2 minutes. 2 minutes of injury time here. It's gone relatively quickly. It's certainly been a more entertaining game than the Arsenal Man United. And then what was it the other day? What did I stream the other day? No, West Ham Liverpool was actually alright. Throw into Palace. Deep inside Newcastle's half, just outside the Newcastle box. Pass. If they get a third before the break, it probably looks like curtains. Yeah, I mean 4-0 Man United at half time. Definitely, it's going to be 6 or 7, isn't it? Stephen, who was Man United, would you rather... Sorry, I just dropped something there. What are your thoughts on, like, the... What do you call it? Europa League. Would you rather Man United just bin that off completely and focused on the league? Or would you like them to put a try and go for the Europa League? For me, I would say just play the second string of sorts up until... Like, if you've got a chance to get in the semis, maybe play a slightly stronger team. Then semi-finals, final, go for it if you get to that. But if they're in a chance of winning the league, I've got to say prioritise the league over the Europa. We just signed the players we needed and the 6 points off the playoff spot. 6, is it just 6? Okay. And Norwich is going to win the league. They're on 55 points so far. Yeah, I did think they had quite a big advantage over the chasing pack. Oh, that is a big result. That is a big result. So 6 points, okay. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'm having a look now. So Middlesbrough on 40, Bournemouth on 42. Yeah, there's certainly any team with 2 fists has a fighting chance. Yeah, they definitely have a chance there, don't they? You can eat that, lads. You can eat. Yeah, they do have a chance there, don't they? It's such a hard league, though, the Championship. It's like so close and competitive, and it's a difficult one because there's so many teams, so many fixtures. Not an easy one to get out of. But to be honest, one of the most fun seasons I had as a Newcastle supporter was when we were in the Championship, because we won it, and it was nice going to games and seeing us win. That's mine, buddy. It was nice going to... who did we play? It might have been Nottingham Forest when we got promoted. And just seeing Newcastle lift something, because they won the Championship trophy. It was nice. And I say, buddy... Especially seeing the likes of like Kevin Nolan, Andy Carroll, etc. tearing up the Championship. It was fun. It made a... Buddy... I'm going to put that away. Well, sorry guys, I'm going to hide my food in the kitchen. That may stop him. Les. Sorry about that. Just... He's still grunting, isn't he? There's nothing. Cahill not score. Oh, that is Newcastle. We're always the team who see if someone hasn't scored in years. We're the team they score against. We're the team they score against. If a striker hasn't scored in 5 years, he's getting a hat-trick against Newcastle. What do you think about Edge winning the Rumble? Roman Owens match was good. Roman Owens over the golf buggy. I feel like he was... Okay, so Edge winning the Rumble. Happy for Edge. Not happy with him winning it as such. I don't really like the old guys getting the top spots. It should be the current crop, the younger ones, who win the Rumbles, who get the main events of WrestleMania. So, in that regard, I'm happy for Edge. Someone else should have won it. The Roman Owens match was match of the night. The finish really, really let it down. First of all, obviously the first ref, Roman, doinked him into the watcher columns. So then another ref comes out, starts counting, the 10 count, gets to 6 and realises Roman can't actually get out of the handcuffs. So then the ref just stopped the count. You then see Heyman struggling with the handcuffs. And then all this time, Kevin Owens was just stood at the side watching. Then eventually they get the cuffs out and Kevin Owens kind of walks into a guillotine. It was a really, really poor finish. They should have, when they realised they were struggling with the handcuffs, Owens maybe should have just attacked Heyman or something, and then the camera cuts to Owens attacking Heyman whilst Roman gets the handcuffs undone. That let down a very good match. And yeah, the Owens gold buggy thing I saw, was it Kenny Omega? Had a little thing to say of that, because obviously AEW did the golf cart thing with was it Kenny Jericho and what's his name? Sammy. Carlito was ripped. Yeah, we were saying that on the stream. How big is Carlito? I did see he appeared on Raw, had a little reunion with Jeff Hardy, but he's got massive, hasn't he? Women's Rumble was better than the men's. Absolutely agree, Tyler. Roman a massive botch. Should have lost. Ref can't. Yep. Yeah, it was over a 20-second count, wasn't it, Tyler? They needed to on the fly. I don't like just Owens attack Paul Heyman. Cut to that, so you can't. It was bad. It really let it down. It's just, it makes everyone look a bit silly. It makes everyone look a bit foolish, doesn't it? Makes the ref look stupid. Makes Owens look really, really silly. Just stood there at the side, watching his opponent get out of handcuffs. But yeah, the women's was better than the men's Rumble. Overall, I enjoyed it. I went into it kind of thinking, oh goodness, how am I even going to stay awake to the end? Because the counterpart hadn't been the best. But with that, Shane, are there any pay-per-views you would like me to cover? Obviously, the main ones, you got the Rumble, SummerSlam, Mania, etc. The second half should be starting very soon. For some reason, there's no more food, buddy. There's nothing. So you're watching Raw, yeah. I've not watched a weekly Raw in a while. I used to, even though I thought it was quite poor, I would still watch it because I'd come home from work and you just wanted something to relax and kind of de-stress from work with. So I would watch like Raw and SmackDown after. I did watch a weekly one a couple weeks or months ago, but not watch too many. It's a shame that the network doesn't get them as they happen. If it did, then I probably would watch more. But yeah, normally after I will watch the volume just burst up. I normally would watch a weekly Raw after big events, so I may watch Raw as well afterwards. I don't know what he's crying for now. There's no food in here, bud. There's no more food. Elimination Chamber coming up in WrestleMania. Yeah. See, those things like that. Like the Elimination Chamber, a very fun match. I guess, yeah, there's no harm in having... What do they have? Like 2 men's and women's each year now? 2 a year? But what I don't like is, I really don't like the TLC pay-per-view. It just completely... What do you call it? I don't know the words, but... When something, has special appeal, and then they rinse it, overuse it type thing, overplay it. Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania 37. Money in the Bank's a good one. Extreme Rules, yeah. SummerSlam, Hell in a Cell. Again, Hell in a Cell is a bit like that thingy, isn't it? TLC. That kind of diminishes the Hell in a Cell match in itself. But yeah, good call. Survivor Series. I used to love Survivor Series as a kid when it was proper Survivor Series. The best ones, yeah. I will certainly look to do those ones. Edge versus Drew McIntyre, Roman, yeah. Wouldn't trust weekly shows streaming. Sometimes it's boring. I wouldn't stream weeklies. I could 3 hours of Raw. No way. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. I could not do 3 hours of Raw. Yeah, I think the ones Tyler says there and some NXT takeovers would be nice. That's I used to always watch the takeovers because you knew without fail it was going to be good. They were always going to be good. But yeah, weekly Raws could not do it. Couldn't do it. One thing that just the time it's on to stay up till what time is it on in the UK? Is it midnight or is it 2 a.m? And then say if it's 2 a.m. to sit out through 3 hours of Raw at 2 a.m. Not happening, is it? Not happening. Because I just say you just don't know. Some can be terrible, some can be okay. But even the okay ones to make it 3 hours of decent viewing, it's difficult. I think that's one of the main things that's hurting WWE. 3 hour shows. 2 hours was a lot better. It was a lot easier to watch and sit through. That should be a good atmosphere. NXT UK in Dublin, Ireland, that should be a very good atmosphere. If everything's back to normal then. I used to watch it every week. I used to watch both NXT every week. UK one, not so much. And you'd think I would, given that my thing with UK wrestling. Part of it kind of, I wouldn't say, not spite, but a bit was like, I'd rather these guys were still at the likes of Progress, at the likes of ICW. I'd rather be watching them there, and those shows were still as they were a couple of years ago. I watched a few of the UK ones. Because, yeah, those, from a personal level, it's nice that Kaylee Ray's having such a good long reign. And then the boys in Gallus, etc. It's good on a personal level, kind of like knowing them a bit personally. Like Kaylee Ray had spent many nights out after shows at the whole after parties and so forth. So I like Kaylee Ray, and not just a wrestler, but on a personal level as well. So in that regard, I'm really happy and pleased for them being in NXT UK. But NXT UK as a product for me, it's not the best. Also, there's so much wrestling, isn't there? Like you got Raw, SmackDown, NXT, NXT UK, AEW, and then there's more Raw shows, isn't there? There's like 205 Live, etc., etc. New Japan. There's so much wrestling. If you were to watch all of them in a week, impossible. You just wouldn't have the time for it. But the teams are coming out for the second half here at St James's Park. Again, thank you to everyone who joined for the first half, as the second half does get underway. Well, will be getting underway. And if you haven't already, please do give the video a like if you are enjoying it, just to help the channel and the videos and everything grow. That's it, like being a month behind, especially in wrestling. A month in wrestling is such a long time, and so much goes on and changes in that time. It really hurts it, doesn't it? A month behind. Because that's... I had a look, I think it was today or the other day, because I resubscribed to the network to do the Rumble. And I had a look, and it was something like... They had an episode from like the 1st of January or something. It's like, come on, that's a joke. You basically... Yeah, a month behind is like you're pay-per-view behind, don't you? You're pay-per-view behind. Yeah, Wilson does need to score next. The Newcastle boss again, the players behind the rest is John being questioned by Newcastle. Yep. No, if it wasn't for the lockdown things and fans in the stadium, it would be interesting, let's just say, to see the reaction that Steve Bruce would actually be getting. Fans definitely are not happy. They're still hurting after the Rafa. Still hurts. But yeah, certainly the football or not football that gets played doesn't get played. The fans would not be happy in St James's Park. And the Newcastle fans, they are quite hostile. They do voice their opinions, sometimes a bit too strongly and sometimes a bit too quick. Either to go from positive or negative. There really is nothing, I'm afraid. But yeah, Callum Wilson, he's the only one who can get the goals for Newcastle, isn't he? Shelby obviously got a nice rare one today. But apart from that, you can't really see where the goals are coming from, apart from Callum Wilson. Stephen, what are your thoughts on if you are still here on Donny van der Beek? Palace with a chance here. Oh, good save though from Darlow. No changes in the second half. Good save though. So, oh no, it looked he was offside actually. He was offside. It's a good save from Darlow. He didn't know that. So who was offside? Zaha was just offside. Buddy, you've been too loud here. Well, that's quite nice. Fraser, can he get the cross in? He can, but it's not the best cross at all. Not the best cross at all. This must be distracting for you, his grunts. He's not playing, he's not in the squad. But Kissery Gimbot, thank you for joining, as you are definitely a new name, or certainly the first time commenting. So thank you for joining the stream this evening. But Willock is not playing, unfortunately. I don't know if it was one of those that he just didn't get registered in time, or just too soon, having joined a club to be going into the starting. He's not on the subs bench either. Vince called through the chosen one years ago. Shame he couldn't have used him all the way. He would have been, wouldn't he? He would have been. That was it. He was labelled as the chosen one. So you could tell Vince even then. He always had a spot. I was going to say a spot for Drew, but he didn't have a spot. That's why Drew left. So it was very good that Drew went away, worked, improved, and yeah, reaping the rewards now. But you're right. Had they just kept the faith in him, given him some opportunities, he would have been much, much bigger. But Kisser Gimbot, do you support either do you support Newcastle or Palace, or you just here check out the stream? Either way, lovely to have you with us this evening. But yeah, it's nice having a mix of people who are into like both wrestling and football. It's great. So no, a lot of football fans might not like the wrestling talk, but I'm all for it, as it is an interest of mine. I don't really want to be someone who does. There's no point. I don't need to be a play-by-play commentator on what's going on in the match. I'd rather just be here. The match is on, and I'm just talking to you guys. I'd kind of rather, even if I do waffle and go off subject and on other tangents, I'd rather it was just a place people come talk to each other than me saying blah de blah passive blah da ba 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 every for 90 minutes. You can just listen to the radio if you want that. So, but we do have a chance here, I will say that. Drops to Shelby. Come on, get the pass out. Just pass it, just pass it, just pass it, just pass it! Took so long. Ryan Fraser was waiting out on the left, could have crossed it in, but Shelby just, rather than passing to him, kind of walked it towards him and then passed it to him, by which point he'd been completely closed down. Are you following the accumulator? Who have you got? Is it going to plan, or is it being scuppered? You're an Arsenal fan. So, unfortunate, unlucky with the result against Wolves just there. So thank you so much for checking out the stream. The entrance are not the same. Entrances are dead now, aren't they? Even theme songs, I was saying this in the Rumble thing, they're kind of a bit samey these days. Theme songs were a lot better. A lot better. But yeah, the entrances play such a big part in getting you up for the match. Like if you're just walking down and not really doing anything, how are you going to get people hyped up for it? Was there perfect example, something like the Brood or the Road Warriors, even better with the spikes, etc. They all and the Dudley's fireworks hitting the floor, etc. You need something, a pop, to get the fans popping and going. And modern entrances, it's just like a lot of stuff, just samey same. Seen it all. Corner comes in, nothing happens. Corner kick Newcastle again, which is their 6th corner of the game. So Ryan Fraser with another chance here from the corner. Time to Play the Game was a brilliant theme song. Triple H has had quite a few good theme songs. I tried making like I tried making the Randy Savage montage, but it got copyright. Also did a Triple H one, an evolution of all his songs throughout the years with the highlights to go with it. WWE copyright on YouTube is crazy. Like, just... I edited it so much, and I don't know how they picked it up, but just the tiniest little thing, it was just like 60% of the video where it was just getting copyright. And in some things where it's just like, a photo or like a 2-second clip, and just, oh my goodness. I put Newcastle score, which they did, but wanted to see how Willock was doing. But great team. Thank you so much, Kisri. Thank you so much. By all means, do feel free to join future ones. I will be covering Arsenal games at some point, because I was torn between Man United, Southampton, but I am a Newcastle fan, so I went with my team. But yeah, I will be covering the games on TV. Good chance I will be covering it. So with that, I will certainly be covering Arsenal games in the future. So it'd be lovely to see you in an Arsenal stream. But thank you so much. So it will be nice to see Willock in. He's probably going to be in the squad for the next game. It will be nice to see how he does for Newcastle. Yeah, they don't, do they? They just use... They don't use any real songs anymore. They have their little house band thing. It used to be like Jim Johnson would do most of it, but they would also occasionally just say, like CM Punk, Edge, etc. had real songs from real bands. The Booker T song was terrible. I don't know. I actually left at that point. I went for a little bit when that started, because that Bad Bunny guy was awful, and Booker T was just stood there, just stood still, stood like a prawn. Yes, indeed. Come on, Newcastle. Thank you, Shane. The sight of Roy Hodgson on the touchline because it's a rainy evening in Newcastle. He looks a bit like a rooster, doesn't he? Is it a rooster? A turkey. 55 minutes gone at St James's Park. Crystal Palace leading. Newcastle were leading. The John Joe Shelby goal with their first real attack, but then Palace got 2 in quick succession. Haven't really had many chances since Palace took the lead. Was it Wilson who had one? Wilson might have had one. Again, I cannot thank you guys enough. With all the chat here, really keeping me entertaining company. So thank you. Has there been any update? Have Man United got goal number 5 yet? No, it's still 4-0, isn't it? Still 4-0. But yeah, Kissery, if you are still here, what are your thoughts on Arsenal's season so far, and Arteta? I've gone through all Newcastle live streams at the minute. You're the only one with a clear mic and showing the lineup. You can't be serious. No one else is showing the lineup. Really? Okay. See, I wasn't too sure what to do with my layouts. Like, I've changed a lot since my first stream. I think this is my 5th football stream. But yeah, no, the mic it is a good mic. But thank you for that. Thank you. People aren't showing the lineups. Is it? Okay. Because I kind of went, I had all sorts of graphics and such over it, but then I was just like, you know what, it's probably just going to look better with just me, and then like overlays of the lineups and squads and formations. But thank you. They say he looks like an owl when he speaks. Like it is. That's it. An owl, isn't it? It's an owl. But then he's got the like turkey. 3-2 Hodgson. 2 or 3, and it's 3 screens with 2 different faces talking, no lineup. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I mean, everyone's got their own designs and ideas, but I don't know. I kind of think the lineups are quite important. Obviously, it's more about the content and production and such. Like, mine's very cheap. Every single thing I use is like free software, etc. But yeah, the microphone was actually very kindly. You won't know him. Hopefully, by all means, do please subscribe, Kissery, and you will get to know him, Mr. Douglas, who actually has just popped up into the channel as I am talking about him. But yeah, he very kindly. It is a Blue Yeti mic that he had spare. So I'm very lucky. So thank you for that, Mr. Douglas. Just as I am thanking you, pop up with a message, which I'll get to in a second. But yeah, it's a Blue Yeti mic, so it is like a professional one as such. But yeah, the layouts, even when I was doing this, I was like, should I have them just occasionally coming in and out, and then the screen is just like, oh, nice and clean and clear? But I thought, no, I've just had the lineups there permanently. Can I just say, you never know when someone's coming into the stream. So if you have the lineups just at the start of the stream, then take them off. People coming into the stream might be like, what? I want to know who's playing. Is this guy or that playing? And then if, like me, I'm not pure commentating over the match, like a play-by-play, you're not going to know are they playing. Because I say I'd rather just talk my nonsense, answer any questions asked, and just talk to any viewers. But let's see what Mr. Douglas has to say. Good to see new viewers chime in the comments this evening. Don't be scared to say I. Kind of what I prefer about the less known streams. You actually get engagement with the streamer. Yep, that is it, Mr. Douglas. So there he is, Mr. Douglas, who is on a friend, but also a co-star of the channel, as he helps a lot. He was involved in the Royal Rumble stream, the 2-prong challenges, which was like Rainbow Six, which is gaming, if some of you are interested. But he's helped a lot behind the scenes with the channel, and it certainly wouldn't be going if it wasn't for him. So I cannot thank him enough. But yeah, as he says, I'm certainly here. I'm here more for engagement than being a football commentator. Like I say, you can tune into the radio if you want to know what's going on in the game every single minute. I think you need to put effort in, which you have. That's how you gain likes and subscribe. Happy subscribe. Thank you so much, Kissery. I mean, if I kind of don't want you to, but if you compare my layout and this stream, my first one was last Wednesday. It was Man United, Sheffield United. And as I was doing, even when I was doing the layout, I was like, this looks terrible, and I wasn't happy with it. But I decided on that day to start streaming football. So I'd like, Palace are through here, you know. So, get it. I'd like, I can't remember the exact time frame. I maybe had 4, 5, 6 hours at most to from deciding I was going to do football to actually putting something together. So the first stream I did, oh dear, it looks bad. It looks very bad. So yeah, I do put effort into things I do. Still, obviously, with this, there's some things I don't like about the layout, and I'd like it to look a bit better. But yeah, I'd rather put in effort into it than just... Because with a phone, I could just go on the phone and go stream, and it's just me talking. But I do like to put in effort, and I have fun doing the editing and designing stuff. I'm not very good at it. I'm having to learn as I go. So, yeah, thank you so much for that. And have you just become subscriber? Have we got to 102? If so, thank you so much, Kisri Gimbot. My notifications are a little bit behind. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for any likes and shares. Likes and subscribe. As a Newcastle fan, was Shearer's reputation damaged you when he didn't do well as manager? Yes or no? All Newcastle fan. Not at all, Shane. No. I mean, he had 8 games. A team with no confidence. His record was terrible. It was terrible. What was it? 1 win from 8. No, his reputation didn't do anything. It didn't damage it at all. Because he was just there 8 games. 8 games at the end of the season of a team who were going down, and he couldn't prevent them going down. So no harm done. Good touch, Cam Wilson. Bang it. Almiron cuts inside Almiron. Yeah, nothing happens. Still 4-0 Man United. Okay, so they stepped off the gas a bit, have they? Letting Southampton have a little breather. Guess there's no point. They're 4-0 up. They may as well conserve their energy for future league games and European games. But no, Alan Shearer still held in just as high regard. Just as high regard. He was told, obviously Mike Ashley said, you're going to have the job, you're going to stay our manager. Sorry, Alan St-Maxims come on. I don't know if that was at half-time. If so, I'm 20 minutes late and announcing Alan St-Maxims on. He might have just come on, actually. But yeah, Shearer was meant to be the manager to stay when we got relegated and try and get us out the Championship. But it was one of Mike Ashley's lies. Same with me and Lampard, need more time. Exactly, I was saying earlier in the stream, Lampard, he just needed more time. And Shearer, your first job, 8 games to save a club from relegation. Come on. It was never going to happen. Any manager, first job, save this club from relegation. So Maxim's on the move here. He's played it through. Go on, Miggy, finish! Good defending. But there we go. Answer Maxim, finally someone in the Newcastle team who runs at players. How's that not a corner? What software do you use? I would get Hedy Algerian. Let the new assistant make a difference. That's a few points there. So the new assistant. I can't mind his name, but during the Everton game, I kept hearing. I was thinking. I didn't know if it was just because of no fans. But I was like, I've never heard so many shouts at players during a Newcastle game. I was like, oh, they got that new coaching. So is that you kept hearing praise for the players, press, well done, Miggy, having a go at one. I was like, never really heard someone that much, and I didn't know who it was. I was like, oh, it must be that new assistant guy in. What else is he? So software, what do I use? I use OBS, which is the capture software to do all the layouts. So I use OBS for the PC software to get all the graphics on. I use, what's this called? I'm scared to touch it because it's so temperamental and I don't want to lose the camera. I think it's called Droid Cam, which turns your phone, if your phone's on the same Wi-Fi as your PC, it can turn your phone into a webcam. So I use Droid Cam to turn my phone into a webcam, then use OBS to put the phone on the screen type thing. Is that all I use for streaming? OBS, Droid Cam. And then graphics are done in Inkscape. That's a free bit of software. Every software I use is free. When I do my video edits for games, etc., I use a program called Hit Film Express. It crashes a fair bit, so you always have to save. And when you're editing and you do little edits and then don't save, it can be quite frustrating. Also, export times are not the best on it. Inkscape for graphics, Hit Film for editing, OBS is what I'm using now to stream this to you guys. Palace come into the box, we get it clear, but it does just come back to Palace. Lampard had a long-term project, same place for many years to come, and we have young players brewing at start. Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree with you more. He had a long-term project. He's giving the young players an opportunity, and they, right, who, What are your thoughts on the signings? Not how they performed, but the signings of Kai Havertz and Timo Werner and Ziyech. Because at the time I was like, well, those are fantastic players. I do understand. But also, Tammy Abraham, Mason Mount, etc., Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic. Maybe not so much Hudson-Odoi. He's been a bit off since the whole contract injury thing. But Tammy Abraham, Mason Mount, etc., they deserve to be the starters for Chelsea this year. And I know Mason Mount's kind of forced his hand, although he's not started under Thomas Tuchel. But it was really, I don't know, those signings to me is like, I understand, because what pretty much any club would have taken Timo Werner and Kai Havertz. I do understand it, but at the same time I was like, that's really harsh on Tammy Abraham and Mason Mount, really harsh. 5-0 United, is it? Okay. Martial with a goal. I don't think they were Lampard signings either. And I think that's kind of what cost them the job, that Timo Werner and Kai Havertz weren't performing. So they brought in Thomas Tuchel, German to manage Germans. I don't think they were Lampard signings. I mean, it's happened a lot, hasn't it? Shevchenko, he was it Mourinho who was there at the time? But either way, it was an Abramovich signing. So Martial getting goal. I do like Martial. Interested in doing FIFA streams. Okay, Kisui. Have you got a channel and is it already going? And will you be doing those on YouTube or Twitch? Either way, I'll certainly check those out. Will you just be just live streams? And will you be doing it on PC, PS4, or Xbox? I will help you wherever I can with telling you how to get it set up to do so. Me and technology, we don't get on. We're not the best of friends, but I will certainly try and help you where I can. Martial goal wasn't Lampard signing, I don't think. Cavani scored as well. Good. How long till game ends? That's one thing I might look to do. So I'll answer your question first, Ryan. 20 minutes until the game ends. I might put a little timer on. Might do. Just so people know how long the game is going. Because I could make the score in the bottom left a little smaller. Or just have the timer in there. But yeah, no, I'm new to like OBS, etc. So this is like what I figured out so far. But I'm trying to like every time improve it as such. So it's something I may do. Put the actual time of the game in. So you guys know how long is remaining. Because I can just put it in the bottom left with the score. I can easily fit it in there. It's just figuring out how do I put a timer into OBS. So it's just a case of looking on YouTube for a guide, following the guide, doing exactly as the guide says, it not working, me spending a couple hours doing what the YouTube guides say they do, and eventually it will start working. That's kind of what happens to me in technology. I do exactly everything as it says. It doesn't work, it doesn't work, sends me mad, and then I try and it works. No, not yet. I'm interested in YouTube and the PS4. Okay. Yeah, please do. I think if you go on this, it's got my email, because it only reveals it if you click on the email. Do not be confused if it says pezdispenser@gmail.com, as that is what my channel started as. I was like the Pez dispenser because I only did Pro Evo content. But I have access to that email still. Or feel free, you can drop me a message on Instagram or anything. My Instagram's the same as this channel. With that, if anyone is interested in it, I do like viewers' views, where people can send like audio clips of their thoughts on the match or football in general. 6-0, there is Scotty McTominay. Did McTominay actually go off because he needed to excuse himself? Is that actually what happened? That he needed a toilet break? It's what I saw, but 6-0. Wow. So yeah, okay. So YouTube and PS4. Okay. So if you're just doing live streams, the PS4, you can. There's obviously the share button and record, and it goes straight to like either YouTube or Twitch. At 720, so not full 1080. I know my streams are 720 because the camera. That's one thing. This phone camera, it's great. I'm very appreciate it. But it's a 720 camera, so that's why if you try changing the resolution of my video, the best you'll get 720 because it's the best the camera can do. So if you use the share on the PlayStation, it'll be like a 720 upload, and it will just do it live straight to YouTube, Twitch. So it is quite easy doing it in that regard. But if you wanted to do like graphics, like how I've got for these football things, you would need OBS on your PC, and then you would need 2 monitors to have your gameplay on the PS4 on one, and then OBS doing the overlays over it. The other thing you'd have to do if you wanted to stream in 1080. Actually, I think if you have a PS Pro and you press share, it will be 1080. On a standard PlayStation like mine, it's 720. Chance, but we can't make anything of it. I can't remember, because did you say who you support? You did, you're Arsenal. So with FIFA, will you be doing like Ultimate Team or the career mode? Or kind of a bit of everything? Jimmy, is this still in Newcastle? Watching on. Sorry, Stephen. It is. Like I say, I'm going to go off subject. I'm going to go, yeah, it is still. Palace are still winning. That might be why I'm not talking about the match too much. But, yeah, I am going to just be talking nonsense. So apologies, people who come for pure what is going on minute by minute in the football games. I would just rather talk to you guys, whether it be about whatever. But yes, Stephen, sorry, it is still a football stream. I'll try to get back to that for a couple of minutes anyway. But yeah, 2-1 Palace. 16 minutes remaining. St Maxim is on. He came on, went on a decent run, not done much since. We don't really have anyone else on the bench who can change it. Joelinton is on the bench, but a bit like when Willian comes on for Arsenal, is that really putting us down to 10 men rather than helping? Is that the sub that was made? Okay, I mean, Hendrick's so useless I didn't even notice him. It made no difference that he'd gone off. But thank you, Shane, for being the one to inform me. Is like I say, I should be the one telling you guys that, but I did just miss that one. So another sub is happening. Okay, so Dwight Gale was coming on for Javi Manquillo, so Joelinton is not getting his opportunities. I wonder if that is down purely to the haircut or just you're a bit rubbish. But on comes Dwight Gale. I can't remember what Whooper said. There's a guy, Whooper, if you are in the stream, hello. It was like, what was it, an octopus platypus mix thing? Octopus. No, that is just an octopus. Can't remember. Either way, we're talking about Dwight Gale and how he kind of looks a bit odd. But we are going for it. At least that's a positive. We have brought on Dwight Gale. So Maxim gives the ball away and gives the foul away as well. Oh, come on. I certainly, before the game, well, I would have taken a draw. I did say it was going to finish 1-1, so I'd certainly take a 2-2 if it turns out to be that way. They need Andy Carroll. To be fair, I would have chucked Andy Carroll on. Yeah, just try and get the header. I mean, Callum Wilson and Andy Carroll, they're going to cause defenders trouble if they... Les, I'm sorry, bud. You can't get... Like, you can't fit, and you're going to turn things off, buddy. I can't have things being turned off right now, I'm afraid. But, yeah, no, they should just get Carroll on. Try get it up to him. He can get a knockdown to someone. And Palace try playing Benteke through. I was saying earlier, it's like Benteke. I think he did score against us early on after not scoring. Newcastle, they're the team. Players who haven't scored in ages love to play against. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see Christian Benteke getting a goal here. Come on, go lie down, buddy. Come on. Go on, go on. Good dog. Good boy, good boy. Cross comes in. Lovely diving header. But unfortunately it was from... I think it was from Dan getting it clear. Don't see enough diving headers in football anymore. Oh no, I don't know. No, I do not rate Steve Bruce. I do not rate Steve Bruce at all. Oh, someone said in the comments. Sorry, I completely forgot. Someone didn't. I missed it or something happened. Someone mentioned. So Maxim had a chance, but it was a good block. Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe or Steven Gerrard. I mean, I'd take either of them over. I think, was it you, Shane? Someone mentioned about Eddie Howe or Steven Gerrard, I'm pretty sure. Either way, yeah, dude, no, I definitely would rather another manager. Corner comes in. Paris, kind of make a mess of it, come on. Keep it. You've gone the wrong way there, man. Palace will be getting this clear. Oh no, we've got it back. 79 minutes. Miggy just outside the box. Come on. Go on, Miggy. He's made a good pass out to Almiron. St. Maxim, sorry. St. Maxim, I think, looked to curl the shot and it's fallen to Brian Fraser. Hit it! Oh, he's gone for the cross instead. Keeper again. Last 2 minutes there. Not been too convincing for, what's his face? Guita in the Palace goal. He's come for like 2 crosses and oh no, he got a knock. He got a knock on that second one. Was it you, Kissery? Okay, sorry. I knew someone had mentioned Eddie Howe and Steven Gerrard. But yeah, someone like that. It would be good. Steven Gerrard, yeah, as I was saying with like Frank Lampard, if he'd gone Derby, Celtic, Newcastle, kind of that progression. Online gaming, playing online seasons, and a betting stream similar to Soccer Saturday. Oh, okay. I do a flow every week. We call people follow my journey, winning. That actually sounds very, very interesting. I would certainly watch that. Okay. You see, I was thinking of adding like it's not like that, but like my tally on my predictions. What on earth? I'm just something there. Have I been bit? I might have been bitten by something, but not noticed until now that I've seen it, and now that I've touched it, it is itchy. I think someone's bit me. Yeah, I was going to do my predictions for the games, like keep tally of how many predictions I get, right? But with this, I said this one was going to be 1-1, so if I was doing the tally, I'd need to remember this is going to be 0-5. But yeah, I'd certainly be up for watching that. So like, so similar to this, just some like gaming and then football. Definitely get that channel made, and I will certainly subscribe and give that a watch. Brewster joke, Gale can score in Newcastle. I would rather they had gone. I think I've been bit on both sides. I would rather they had brought on Andy Carroll, definitely. I think I've got one there as well. Yeah. We can work together now. No, definitely. Especially, yeah, I would be up for that. Because one thing I was kind of thinking about doing was one of my gaming things is like, because you know FIFA has pro clubs where everyone plays as like one player, one position. Doing like a pro club with subscribers and viewers. I think that could be quite fun. Sorry, 8 minutes remaining here at St James's Park. Just play it forward. It's gone to Shelby. They're doing nothing with the ball. They're passing about side to side. Get it in the box. This is where I would say, bring a return to 90s football. Lump it in the box. What's the worst that happens? They clear it, you try again. You might get a lucky little nick or not. Bruce Joe. Yeah, I saw that one. We worked. Rafa is out of work, but won't come back because of Ashley. If he, yeah, it's yeah. It's a shame, Rafa. If anyone else owned the club, Rafa would come back, but not under Ashley. And it's a shame because, like I say, he's out of work, so someone's going to snap him up. The pro clubs, you think? Pro clubs. See, I've not really played it much because I was always PES, but then I did get FIFA this year when I was going to do like PES and FIFA content. Then when I was doing like the test videos, I realised if I'm doing both FIFA and PES, I'm wanting to do seasons. My whole day is going to be playing, then editing, and that would be my life, just playing FIFA and PES. So I just changed my mind, and then took me a while. I thought, what do I want to do? And this is working. Game and streaming hit by, was it Miggy with the hit? No, it was Shah. Shah does like a long-ranged effort. But yeah, would anyone else be interested if you have a PS4 and FIFA 21 doing like a Jimmifloyd and subscribers viewers pro clubs? I mean, if we can field 11 on the pitch, cracking. But even if we had like 6 or 7, and then what, do the rest get played by AI? It'd be fun. And then I would make videos out of it. I'd make videos for the channel, obviously. It's not just come, let's have a play and nothing happens. I'd make actual videos of us going through pro clubs. If anyone is interested in that. And you have a PS4 and FIFA 21. Mic not necessary, but preferably headset mic so we can communicate like you would on a football pitch. But not completely necessary. Do you remember? I was actually going to say, I was thinking to myself earlier on, what is the most disappointing transfer Newcastle made, where they've signed someone and I had really high hopes for him and it didn't work out? Probably would be Michael Owen. Excellent Kissy. So yeah. Keep in touch, because I'd like to do it. I think it'd be great fun. It'd be great fun until we're losing and blaming one another. But that's all part of football, isn't it? Shelby tries another long range effort. Sorry, especially for Stephen. I will remember. Try talk about match. 5 minutes remaining. 7 to United. Who got the 7th? Woodgate for Newcastle was actually a very, very good player. One of the best centre-backs, if not the best centre-back I've seen play for Newcastle. Then obviously went to Real Madrid and it did not work out for him at Madrid. But for me, in terms of actually seeing a centre-back live in person, Woodgate is the best one I've seen for Newcastle. I think. It's easier to list bad defenders than good ones for Newcastle. Shay Given was an absolute legend of a goalkeeper. Shane, you are correct. I absolutely love Shay Given. That was when I knew we were going down in that 08-09 season. When we sold Shay Given. Like, we're joking here. Oh dear. Sold Shay Given. I knew it from that point. We were going down once we sold Shay Given. Yeah, no, Woodgate joined us and then went to Real Madrid. I remember when we signed Michael Owen, Graham Souness was manager, and all the fans were chanting for Nobby Solano, and then we brought him back from Villa. Absolutely love that man. Norberto Solano, that is, not Graham Souness. One of my favourite players. Oberfair Mountains was good. He was very hit and miss. Very hit and miss. I remember he got some cracking goals against Spurs. A double against Spurs, which were both great. 3 minutes reigning at St James's Park. Newcastle are still, I've not really said anything because they've not done anything. We're still just walking about. No urgency to try and do anything. Just passing it about. It's popped to Ryan Fraser. Palace could hit us on the counter here. But Palace, obviously, they don't need a third. A third would obviously kill the game, but Palace not chasing that third either.
So, Andy Carroll is now coming on. Far too late. So, Andy Carroll has 2 minutes to try and change this. I mean, he could. He could. Demba Ba and Cisse loves going at Chelsea, and what the goal from especially Papi Cisse. I really like Demba Ba as a player. Really like Demba Ba as a player. And then, yeah, both he and Remy, both of them went to Chelsea, and, yeah. But Ba obviously did get the famous slip goal. But yeah, Demba Ba, one of the best forwards I've seen since the likes of Shearer, Fernand, etc. Then Papi Cisse came in, had those electric start. Oh, that's right, he is the new Bournemouth manager. Stephen, you're winding me up here. Is it actually 8? I'm seeing Bruno got one. Oh my god, it is 8-0 Man United. It's another sending off for Southampton as well. It's 8-0 Man United. Martial getting the 8th. My goodness. No excuse for Southampton, even with him, and that's a disgraceful score. They got beat 9-0 at the start of the season, didn't they? Yeah, Southampton got beat 9-0, didn't they? And then turned things round, but an 8-0 is not good. Yeah, no, sorry, did I say Cisse? Sorry, Demba Ba went to Chelsea. Demba Ba and Remy. And yeah, Demba Ba got the famous Gerrard slip goal. Yeah, Cisse, yeah. He was one of the most frustrating... Oh, what a miss. Andros Townsend could have killed the game off there. He had an open goal. Open goal. Andros Townsend, open goal. Maybe feeling sorry for his former club, but Andros Townsend should have killed the game there. Papi Cisse, that's what I'm saying, is one of the most frustrating players I've seen. Just no footballing brain or intelligence. It's just when he got the ball, if he couldn't hit it first time, you're like, what's he going to do here? Most of the time he'd give it away or lose it. What a frustrating player. But Andros Townsend, talk about frustrated. Roy Hodgson, is he going to be extremely frustrated if Newcastle get back into this now? With Andros Townsend was an open goal. Hit it. We don't hit it. 4 minutes remaining at St James's Park. Get it, Alan. So it looks like my 100% Newcastle streaming record is going. And they were talking about 7 times as much. I know. Well, to be fair, I think he has done a very good job at Southampton. But that's the thing, the press and people, they get very carried away with people, whether it be carried away in a good or negative way. People are a bit quick to get carried away, aren't they? Like when Spurs were top of the league. I'm just seeing Andros Townsend's miss from the other angle, and it is a bad one. It is a bad one. Very bad miss. 3 minutes remaining. Stephen, you can... Is it actually? So Southampton have equalled their record for worst result of the season. Are they actually getting dubbed 9-0 again? Is anyone on for a hat-trick? Martial was on for a hat-trick. Well. Ollie's at the wheel. 9-0. Oh, Palace are on the counter here. Palace are on the counter. It's 2-on-1. Come on, get back. Ryan Fraser, well done getting back. Ryan Fraser, oh, well done defensively. Poor. Palace 2-on-1. Was that Townsend again? No. Who was that? I think it's Benteke. Should have done better. Should have picked an easy pass. Palace were 2-on-1. No, sorry, Jordan Ayew. But Jordan Ayew just passed it. Sure. Palace now have had 2 chances in the dying minutes to make it 3-1. It looks similar to, I don't know if anyone watched the Newcastle Leeds game, where it was pretty equal. Newcastle were trying to chase an equaliser and then got destroyed like 4 or 5-2. Has he really? Mr. James, Daniel James has got one. 9-0, Dan James. Oh, well, I was saying that. My score thing just popped up 9-0, then took it off. No, it's back, it's 9-0. Scott Dan has been given man of the match for Palace. He made quite a few important clearances. including one vital one. 93 minutes going. We've got 60 seconds to try get the equaliser here. Looking like Roy Hodgson is walking away from St James's Park with the 3 points. And that will put them 7 points ahead of Newcastle. What? It's just sad, isn't it? We are 7 points behind Crystal Palace. It shouldn't be the case at all. But here we are. Newcastle United, they're through again. Palace again. It's a 3-on-3. Well, 3-on-4 now. No, they've gone back. But yeah, Newcastle United, 7 points behind Crystal Palace. That is the type of club we are now. It's been that way for a while, so it's not... I'm used to it. It used to be that any loss I took so hard and was in such a bad mood after. Now I'm just like, Newcastle lost, okay. Crack on. I like True Geordie. I like the kickoff. The kickoff is one of my favourite shows. I do like the kickoff. I like all the guys on the most. Yeah. But yeah, True Geordie's not going to be happy, is he? Not going to be happy. Crossman, Carroll, make it, get the cross in. Cross the ball. Cross the ball. We've got 5 men in the box. Cross the ball. Andy Carroll doesn't score. Why didn't we put the... Oh, man. We had like 5 men in the box waiting for the cross. I think that's it. That's full time. Yep. Full time St James's Park. It is Crystal Palace 2-1. Who got the goal for Palace? Cahill and... Sorry, Stephen. The mixed watch along. Yeah, it's a bit like... A bit of football. A bit of wrestling. A bit of me not being here whilst I feed the animals, etc. So... Brought Carroll on way too late. He had the chance. He had the best chance. And even getting cross in for him was too late. No way. That is Crystal Palace's the first time they've had consecutive wins since the start of the season. It's always Newcastle give teams things like that. So Newcastle down to 16th. Burnley moving above us. Palace staying 13th. 22 points for Newcastle. 8 points. We are 8 points clear of Fulham in 18th place. So Newcastle 16th. 16th. We've dropped down to 16th. Bit alarming. Reedweld, sorry, that was it. But it took a knock off of... one sec. Yeah, so Reedweld got the equaliser, and then Cahill put them ahead. Thank you so much, Kisser Gimbot. Thank you. I think you subbed. Yeah, you did sub. Thank you so much. And we did reach 102 subscribers in this stream. So thank you for the 3 who did subscribe. Thank you. But Kisser, thank you. And yeah, as I say, I will look forward to your channel. And hopefully doing the FIFA, whatchamacallit. The mode I knew the name of just a couple of minutes ago, but I've forgotten now. Pro Clubs. Gonna watch your Royal Rumble stream and remember the future streams. Thank you so much, Shane. I think you subbed. I think you did, so thank you so much. Yeah, the Rumble, obviously a bit of a long one, so thank you so much if you sit for all that. There is other gaming content if that's of your interest at all. But thank you so much anyone who has joined and is new and the new subscribers. Thank you to everyone. Yeah, so Kissery, Shane, thank you. I'll be clocking off soon myself. So Man United beating Southampton 9-0. Following after Wolves beating Arsenal. Sheffield United also got their victory over West Brom. I will have a quick look here, scores and fixtures, see if there's anything else coming up. I mean, there's games every day. So I'll just have a quick look and see. So Wednesday with Burnley, Man City, Fulham, Leicester, Leeds, Everton, Villa, West Ham, Liverpool, Brighton. I might do one of them. I will definitely try to Spurs, Chelsea on Thursday. So I'll definitely be doing that one. Saturday, we have Fulham, West Ham, because I'm looking at the televised. Fulham, West Ham, Man United, Everton. I'll probably do Man U, Everton on the Saturday. What is the Super Sunday? Liverpool, Man City. So I might do Spurs, Chelsea. These are the games I'm probably going to do. Spurs, Chelsea, Man U, Everton, Liverpool, Man City. So one on where Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. If I do one tomorrow, apologies I can't say now. I will try and get the thumbnail up early and schedule it if I was to do one tomorrow. If I was, it's probably going to be... Well, there's either Villa, West Ham or Liverpool, Brighton. Not sure. Do you only do English games or other English or foreign games at El Clasico? Yeah, games like El Clasico will do. Other leagues, yes, I will be doing some other leagues, but mainly the English leagues. But the games like El Clasico, etc., the Milans, blah de blah, I will probably be doing those. Spurs and Chelsea. Okay, so I'll do Spurs Chelsea on Thursday. I might not do the tomorrow games, and then I can edit a video I've been working on for the channel, like a gaming video. So it might more than likely will be Thursday that I'm next on. If I do decide to do one tomorrow, I will try and get a thumbnail and schedule it so you guys can see ahead of time. But definitely I should be for Spurs Chelsea. That's an 8 o'clock kickoff, so I'll be on around probably quarter to eight. Then it might be Saturday, Man U Everton, and then Liverpool Man City. Have to do that on Sunday. I was just gonna say, if I was to do one tomorrow, would you rather Liverpool Brighton or Villa West Ham? Because for me personally, I'd probably do Villa West Ham. Top side of the table like Europa League. I agree with you. That's what I was thinking, Shane. It's a bit more interesting, Liverpool Brighton. So if I do one tomorrow, it will be Villa West Ham. I'll see how my day goes, and then if I do it, I'll try and get a thumbnail on by mid-afternoon, early evening at the latest, so you guys know in advance. But definitely I'll be here on Thursday for Spurs Chelsea. Excuse me. But yeah, thank you everyone who has joined here, and anyone who's watching after the game, thank you as well. Your views, etc. are very welcome. And thank you to the new subscribers. It means the world to me, and anyone who has liked the video. So, good chance I'll be here for Villa West Ham tomorrow. As you say, Shane, more exciting the game. Definitely going to be here for Spurs Chelsea. So thank you everyone, again, who has been here. And I will see you guys, hopefully all of you, on Thursday. And possibly tomorrow for Villa West Ham. But either way, I will see you guys soon. Thank you all so much. I'm really enjoying this. I cannot thank you enough. Because, yeah, lockdown's been quite boring for me. So it's just nice talking to people, waffling away, and letting me ramble on. Means the world to me. So, as always, I do have a bit of a struggle ending the stream. It tends to cut it off a bit before I mean it to. But I'm going to go now, guys. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Thank you so much for checking out Jimmifloyd's latest stream. Probably going to be back tomorrow, but absolutely I will be back around 7:30, 7:45 on Thursday if I'm not there tomorrow for Villa West Ham. Thank you so much. Means the world to me. Cannot tell you how much this means to me and how happy it's making me just having some interactions with you guys. So thank you, and I will see you when I'm next online. Going to end the stream now, but I'm going to waffle, as I always do, just to make sure it doesn't cut off. So that is the end of the stream. So feel free to tune out now. I'm just going to be talking nonsense to myself kind of thing. So when I click stop recording, it's not cutting off me thanking you guys, as that's the most important thing, and saying goodbye. But yep, thank you. Enjoy your evenings, nights, day, morning, wherever you are. And I shall see you when I next see you. Thank you so much, people. Thank you.